Good evening. Please join me tonight for an etiquette lesson with this beautiful table display. My name is Maria and I will be your etiquette coach tonight. So, as you are being seated, you are to wait and stand behind your chair until the host sat down. You're not to start your dinner until the host has started theirs. When you do sit down, you need to sit so that your derriere is all the way at the back of your chair, but do not lean against it. As you take a look around, you'll notice a lot of different tools, and this layout is going to tell you exactly what you're going to eat tonight. So we'll start with taking our napkin and unfolding it into halfway like so. We'll place it on our lap with the folded part towards our core, like this. And when you are to use the napkin, you'll bring it up and you are to dab around your mouth. You never wipe. We don't tuck it under your shirt either, gentlemen. So, as you're looking around you, you'll see there's a bread and butter plate on your left. There's beverage glasses on your right. The setup is usually approximately 1 inch away from the edge of the table, just like it is right here. And when you are to start your meal, you will want to pass the bread. So you usually pass it onto your right, so it's counterclockwise. You hold the bowl or basket or bread plate, and you are to take and touch only the piece that you're going to eat. And I'll place it on my bread and butter plate, and then I'm to pass it along. Would you like some bread? So, in old era, we were to hold our hands under the table. Nowadays, it is to keep your hands above the table at all times. So a good trick to remember is always, sometimes, never. Once again, always, sometimes, never. We are to never put our elbows on the table. So, in order for me to eat my bread, I'm not going to bite off of the whole loaf here. What I will do is gently on the plate break a piece of my bread, approximately a bite size, one at a time. You can butter it if needed, and then I will bring it to my mouth like so. If you are asked a question and you are chewing your food, you are under no circumstances to answer it while you're chewing your food. Instead, you will finish chewing, you will bring up your napkin, you will tap the corners of your mouth, making sure there are no particles of food left on your lips. You can take a sip of water if you wish. They will see that you are chewing and they will wait. So in front of me, I have a bowl of soup. And there's a magical way to have soup that is perfection. We will know that we have soup because we'll see a soup spoon on our right here. And the rule is to eat outside in. So the way you would do it, you pick up your soup spoon, you turn it facing away from yourself. You bring it closer to the edge that's closest to you, and you would dip and drag it along across the bowl, catching any drip on the outer lip of your plate, and then you lean forward and over, but not slouching. Don't bring yourself to the plate, just over, and then you bring the spoon to your mouth and you sip it from the side like this. You don't put the spoon facing forward you, but you sip from the edge. Let's do it again. You dip it like so, you drag it across, catching any drip on the other side, lean forward and over, bring it to the mouth, and sip. If the soup is too hot, you don't mix it up, you don't blow on it, you just simply wait a little bit and it will cool off. If you wish to rest your spoon, you just leave it in the bowl or on the side plate here. Let's taste it. Perfect. So here's our salad course, and it will be served to you just like all courses, from your left and taken from your right. During this exchange of bringing your food and taking the dishes away, your only job is to stay still and try not to interrupt or help the service staff. You don't want any accidents to happen by bumping into each other. So our salad needs to be cut. So we'll be using a fork and a knife. We'll once again look at our cutlery and our silverware, using outside in, outermost silverware here. And there are two ways to cut and eat your food, European and American. I'll show you European style as it's the most common and truly the most traditional one. So the rule is to never face your knife outside when you place it or hold it, as it can truly offend someone. It's a very aggressive way to hold a utensil. So you always face it inwards. remembering the arms here, never here. We hold the fork with the back at the back with our forefinger, bringing it down, finding your piece, cutting one bite at a time. We cut, push it with the knife onto the fork, keeping the knife down. We lean in, bring it to the mouth, lean back, chew, utensils down. Once again, cut, lean in to your mouth, and back again. If you're done, if you'd like to take a break, you need to place your utensils onto your plate in an open manner so that it signals staff that you're not finished, you're just taking a break. You can place it on top, never back on the tablecloths once it's been used. And even if you haven't used it with your salad or any other dish, you would still pick up that utensil and place it on the plate. If you're done, you would turn your fork around and you will place your silverware here at 10:20. If you look at your plate as a clock, and that's a silent code for service staff to notify them that you're done, you're finished with your dish. And then once again, you just let them take it away from you. You also need to remember that there is no pointing at the table. If you'd like to say something or bring attention, an open-handed gesture is used best instead, as it exposes this soft part of your arm, like a tummy of a puppy. So it symbolizes vulnerability. So you can open this way and say, Mary, this food is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. And now here is our main course that also arrived from your left and will be taken from your right. I once again look down at my cutlery and my silverware. I'll have a large fork and the standard knife. And yet again, we're going to bite, lean in, eat with our mouth closed, and then repeat. This technique is convenient in the way that you can actually add things up as you go, so you can create your own perfect bite, as you can slightly push things with the knife onto your fork. Let's give it a try. Perfect little bite. Keep pushing things with the knife onto the back of your fork. Try not to eat too slow or too fast. If you notice that everyone around you has finished their food, you might want to put your fork down so that the next course can be served to everyone. Try not to take too big of a bite, so it doesn't take too long for you to chew your food, so that you can converse with people at the table with ease and efficiency. Let's try it out. So now it's time for dessert, and your dessert once again will be served to you from the left and taken from the right. So for the dessert, you'll need to use your last utensils left that are just above your plate. And in some high-end restaurants, the waiting staff will actually come and bring them down like so to the sides for you. Here, we'll need to do this ourselves. It's a very swift and gentle slide against the table. Very smooth move. So you don't pick up utensils, you just let them gently glide to the sides, like so. So here we're served something in the bowl, which is berries, and unlike with the soup, this time we'll be scooping towards our mouth. So we'll be actually scooping like so, and then bringing it to our mouth, and then taking a bite. Same way, once we used it, we cannot put it on the tablecloth anymore. We need to place it on the side. Here we're served a cookie, and for cookie, I would also break it into pieces. I would not eat the whole cookie here. So we'll just take a little bite, just break the cookie into a small bite piece, like so, and bring it to your mouth. Take the spoon, scoop it towards yourself, bring it to your mouth again. We're biting one piece at a time as we go along with the cookie. Once we're done, we place our spoon onto the plate just like we did with the fork, including the fork too. And once we have finished our meal, dabbing the corners of your mouth, and you would need to casually place your napkin on the table, not folded, not placing it on the plate ever, just like so. thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was informative and interesting for you. Please let me know what was your favorite part and what else you'd like to see from me on this channel. Thank you. I appreciate your time.